How are you all doing? Welcome back to the Peepo Coin channel, where you can get all of your cryptocurrency needs. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. February 28th is Friday. Where has the month gone? Who enters the final month of Q1 in March? I am becoming rather optimistic. I'm beginning to feel optimistic. The Beckme gap is getting closer than ever to being filled, and it looks wonderful. I won't lie to you. Folks, you've been warned. We warned you that this might occur. A week ago, we informed you in the Patreon group Beyond the Live webcast, which takes place every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We informed you can find it on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and more. It is available for viewing at any time and from any location. The VOD is operational. If you missed it, you can even watch it again. We informed you of the market's direction. If you weren't a part of the Patreon group, don't worry. We informed the YouTube community and Twitter to be ready a few days after we informed the Patreon community. We're returning down here. This CME gap will be revisited. Once it is closed, we will proceed to the positive side. At this point, we're talking about outright market manipulation. We will discuss the present activities of the big boys, which are taking place right in front of your eyes. However, 99.9% of people are unaware of it and simply perceive it as a sell-off, which is untrue. So take a seat back and unwind. Let's get started. Bitcoin is worth $81,052. Ethereum is currently down 7% over the last day, trading at $2.1112. It has decreased by more than 10%. USDC, which is trading at 99 cents as XRP, is still dollar pegged to USDT. It's $2.01, all right. 9.97% is the decline. The market capitalization of all cryptocurrencies also suffered. The market as a whole did a total of $2,658 million. Where will we proceed from here then? I believe there is a chance for a slight upturn and a slight push to the higher end. Take a look at this. Many folks have been asking me, Rip, how we keep up since I recently released. If we don't want to join the Patreon group, how can we track your actions? Now let me know if you'd like to see any trades or SEBs that I'm considering. I joined forces with BiFi. Who is BiFi? It's linked below and is visible toward the bottom, where we have a small banner. It is an extremely large cryptocurrency exchange that Forbes ranked as the top exchange in 2024. The worst part is that it works everywhere. I don't care if you're in the US, UK, Japan, or Mexico, they have everything there, so there's no need for a VPN or KYC. You can choose to do spot, long or short. Thus, all of the signals are posted in a small Telegram group. Joining is free. Nothing requires payment from you. You join the group after clicking the link. You must swap something on the account. Before you know it, every indicator is posted. You should pay attention to the 3 to 4 setup position cues that typically appear each day. This is the ideal illustration. A recent post. There, we discuss Bitcoin and receive market information. How do we feel about the markets, and where do they go? What do we see? Here are some quick scalps for Bitcoin. Why not? 79,700 is the Bitcoin entry point. These are your tiers of take profit. Ramping up to the top. Bitcoin then reaches 80,578. Take a small portion of the revenues. It rises somewhat over that 80,970. I collect a few more profits and then place your stop loss at 77,600 so that we can quickly put an end to this scam if we spot it. We don't get completely liquidated here, you know? It's that simple. The chart that results from it is visible. On the way up, you can spot this lovely box. That is what we are examining. Bitcoin, all of this is in the Telegram group. Click the link below to join. It is, as I mentioned, completely free. After that, we discuss market manipulation. Allow me to explain the actions taken by the institutions. They are quite astute in this regard. However, 99.9% of cryptocurrency is unaware of what is happening. They are taking their cryptocurrency and dumping it on the exchange in the open. huge quantities of Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana, etc. Thus, they set off these whale warnings. Accounts that are configured to monitor movement by particular wallets are known as whale alerts. The wallet account even initiates it. For example, it can track when a large quantity of a cryptocurrency asset is being moved or dumped, or it can be similar to a BlackRock wallet, JP Morgan, or another significant player in the game. As a result, the exchange is unloading their money to the exchange, which is a really clever move on the part of the institutions. Since they moved it to the exchange, the markets panic, giving the impression that they are dumping it. This is the storyline used to assist drive the markets lower so they may accumulate at reduced prices. Or they're dumping it on public markets, making people crazy with FOMO and panic, and then they're buying it over the counter. The ideal illustration: a huge amount of money was just transferred from BlackRock to Coinbase. What comes next? Let's imagine that BlackRock entered at 97. On this one, they made a lovely short. They made a good amount of money from it. They sparked a terror response. The CME gap is currently where they re-enter. We'll refer to it as 77 to 80K. They reinvest between 77 and 80K. Bitcoin now rises and crosses again. Let's just suppose it reaches 140, Their money has doubled. Let's imagine it reaches about 100 or 110. Are they up between 30 and 40% on their money compared to what our first buy position was? They are manipulating people's emotional states and the crypto narratives that are out there. You know what happens when emotions get influenced and take over your head? You start making irrational decisions, and that is precisely what we are witnessing. Let's get started, because when we discuss XRP a little, Doc the friend will show his chart. He's like, look, the bottom is at $88 to a $91. We achieved the desired level. This is his small chart. You can see them heading down to the water, which is where he believes this will end up. This is the XRP chart that I created. As you can see, we encountered resistance. From $2.65 to that highest level, there is a lot of resistance. As we've said numerous times on this channel, Channel 282 has given the go-ahead for things to go completely crazy and out of control. What are the drawbacks, though, in the interim? Our support range is currently between $2 and $90. After a pleasant little decline to where the 2020 all-time high of $1.96 was intriguing, we had to immediately rise again. In your lower left corner, you may observe the cost of support might range from $12.30 to $2. Reaching those amounts is acceptable. Do we want to see you go down there? Can it get there 100%? I don't, but if you're a buyer, you do, and I'm prepared for this to go off. However, what will ultimately matter is that it will all come down to Daddy Bitcoin, that's all. This is your chart for CME futures. We are aware of the location of that CME gap. Here it is. Excuse me. It's accurate. Let's zoom in a little. Is November everywhere? This very moment. We are able to zoom in a bit more. Your gap is there. It is seated. This place is relaxing. The lowest is 77,000. The maximum is 80,000. Take a look at how near. Take a look at how near. Now let's go specific. This is what we came to fill in. Take a look at that tiny red wick. This is the main question that people ask me.